Conundrums of love. Hi! So today we're dealing with the awkwardness of dating, as Jessie asks, how did you avoid dating awkwardness when you first started dating? Yeah, I did it, and personally, just for me, it takes ages to get over.
You just touched my hand.
What?
Sex.
But then there's all those moments that I hate, like the booth versus chair dilemma where your date will ask,
Do you want the chair or the booth?
because of course the booth, am I right? I mean, everybody wants to sit in the booth. The booth is comfortable, there's more padding, and you're back to the wall, so you're always safe. But for some reason when you're on a date, you act gracious and you say something like,
Booth. I mean, I don't mind. Whatever you want.
yeah, I have no solution to this dilemma, so we'll move on to a very common one, the awkward silence, where you have run out of everything, so you're just resorting to something like,
That's really cool. I didn't know you could burp the whole alphabet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yup.
Yep.
See, first, I used to just say whatever came to my mind.
I have thigh sweat at the moment. Do you have thigh sweat?
Sorry?
I'm stuck to the chair with my sweat.
But I found that the best way to get around this is to ask questions, I guess, that show a little bit more about somebody's personality. So instead of asking what they do for work, I might ask, where's the next place that you really want to travel?
Definitely Japan. You've got skiing, food, culture. It's just a great place. What about you? Where would you like to go?
To your bedroom.
Sorry?
I'm stuck to the chair with my sweat.
But try questions that would give insight into the person that you might not find out otherwise. So for example, what would your last meal on earth be? Or if you could meet anyone from history, who would it be? Things like that. They're a little bit nerdy, but I find that they give a nice insight into somebody's personality. Or if you don't like those suggestions, you can also try dance, magic tricks, or rude hand gestures. Then the part that I really find awkward at a dinner date kind of situation is the paying of the bill. Now, personally as a woman, I always try to offer to pay or at least pay my half because I don't like the idea of expecting somebody else to pay. But then this tends to happen.
It's okay, let me get
No,
this.
please, give me the bill.
No,
Just
it's
give me
okay.
the bill. Nat, give
I
me
won't
the bill.
kiss you just because you pay for it.
What?
I am so stubborn and insistent on paying the bill that once this happened to me.
No, you didn't have to pay for the bill.
Well, it's done now.
Well, I'm not cool with that, so I'm going to give you this, and you're going to have to deal with it.
I'm not going to take that.
Fine.
Fine.
You're going to have to take that eventually.
And then I just walked around the rest of our date with $50 in my wrist under my watch, like a stripper. A stripper who wears watches, I don't know. I did that the whole day, and then the money fell out somewhere in the city. So that was not a good use. That was a waste of his money, really. That was terrible. That was a bad idea. But what I would suggest is, when it comes to paying the bill, I would suggest always offer to pay, at least pay your half. If not, pay for dessert or coffee somewhere else, or make sure that you return the favor next time you do a meal. But while we're talking about having coffee, I thought I might address Jonathan, who asked how to progress past the coffee stage. Well, Jonathan, if you want to get past having a coffee with somebody, I would suggest not having one coffee, not having 2 coffees, not 3, but 4 coffees. And that way, your date is already 4 times longer, and if she says something like,
Why are you ordering so much coffee?
well, you can say,
I have to drink a lot because I'm hungry and you won't have dinner with me.
and bam, you just got invited to a dinner date. What? Yeah, no, I would personally just ask her out if I were you, or just tell the girls you're interested and ask them if they want to go on a date. If they say no, then be kind of grateful you didn't have to waste any more time taking people to coffee. I think life's too short to waste time on people who aren't interested. I think it's a blessing in disguise if somebody says no. Isn't that right, Alan? Yeah. You'll regret. Anyway, my final submission comes from Stelina, who has asked for some more advice that my mother would have given me. Well, Stelina, if you had had my mother in your life, she would have said some words of wisdom like this. Nat, touch equals sec. Movie equals sec. Talk equals sec. Look equals sec. Nat, where's jumper? More jumper. And that's why I'm so mentally stable. Anyway, thank you so much for all your questions and submissions. I'm sorry if I wasn't able to get back about it this video, but if you leave it in this one, hopefully I'll be able to get back to you in the next episode of Love Conundrums. My next video will be a normal community channel video, and it'll be up on Wednesday if you're in the Asia Pacific region, or Tuesday everywhere else. A big thank you to David, who let me film at his cafe, which is Yammer in the QVB. If you're ever there, please check it out and buy one of the pistachio biscuits, because they're always my favorite and I always stop by and get them. So thank you for that, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Okay, it's porno music / comment time, and real corner, it's one that I face daily. And all that I've come up with so far is the temporary solution that if there's no cake around, just look at photos of cake on the internet and touch yourself. And this is a fragging awesome pickup line. Plus, do I sense that you two should date? Yes, do it. And yeah, it's quite possible. It's highly likely.